I don't know if it was a viewer on Twitch, a viewer on Twitch, viewer on YouTube, whatever the case may be. He's like 17 years old, right? He DM'd me on Twitter, and I don't want to read verbatim what he said. I'm trying to paraphrase it, but basically the nigga said, I've been watching you and I've been watching ADIN for like the last year and a half, and I'm conflicted because your beliefs and your values kind of contradict what was and is like one of my favorite streamers on the platform for a long time. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, that's the craziest shit I ever heard, because I never in a million years would have thought ADIN Ross and a viewer of mine would have had any type of crossover. I'm not saying we make entirely different content, but like idea-wise, I'm like, this is nowhere near, like, what the fuck do we have to talk about that a viewer would have crossover with, if that makes any sense? Basically expressed confusion to me because he was getting all these different and new ideas from ADIN Ross. And I'm like, well, what the fuck has ADIN Ross been doing outside of streaming porn to kids? Which is crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I thought that would have been a nail in the coffin or the final straw. But I'm like, that's crazy as fuck. But then I'm like, okay, not really to watch porn like that. Like, me being exposed to porn, like one scene from Lana Rhoades or some shit like that at 17 ain't gonna completely, like, change my worldview. You know what I mean? But then I saw a clip. I saw a clip of this nigga talking about a whole bunch of shit that this nigga just has zero idea about. And so I was going to just let it go, but then I saw this. And I just cringed into a million pieces. I cringed into a million fucking pieces. And I got to thinking, bro, there hasn't been a single content creator I've ever seen in my entire life that I've ever disliked, because I don't know these niggas. I don't know you. Bro, imagine me saying that I genuinely dislike someone that I don't know. We could talk about what you disagree with and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't like you or I hate you over some bullshit I don't even really know about. That's too much. But this nigga ADIN Ross might be the only nigga I've ever seen in my entirety of content creation or just being on the internet in general that I can easily and strongly say I have a strong dislike or disdain for. He might be the only person, and that's very hard for me because I really don't be giving a fuck about niggas. I really hate niggas. I don't hate niggas, but I really hate giving energy and time to niggas. I really don't be caring. You know what I'm saying? So this is my response to my young brother who, reached out to me in the DM expressing confusion. I'm about to tell you where I stand on this weirdo ass little, whatever the fuck he is. For a long time, I've always thought that this nigga has been strange for the fake gay shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought that Soluminati was a little, what do you call him? Homophobic. The way he called ADIN Ross out last year or whatever the case was. I don't remember when that was. But I thought that there was some truth to what he was saying. Because I'm like, oh shit. He right. When this nigga gets on here and pretends to be gay, Biden Ross is hilarious, and pretends to be gay, trying to make his male interviewers or male guests feel uncomfortable for comedy on his streams or whatever, I'm like, it's gonna only appear to people who don't know these people that they have a problem with it because they're homophobic, which I'm sure most of them are. But the other side of that is pushing boundaries on people that aren't comfortable with it. You're doing too much for people who aren't consenting to either be touched, sat on, rubbed on, sexually harassed, accosted. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck that you're 19 or 20 years old saying some shit like that. You're weird. Why has the chat not been on this entire time? I am an asshole and I'm just a terrible streamer. Y'all haven't seen chat this entire fucking time. Holy shit. But I say all that to say that the nigga been weird in my opinion. And the permanent ban on this nigga I think is welcome, because I don't think he's ever been a positive influence to any of the viewers he's ever had. I never thought that this nigga could be an unlikable, like, literal piece of trash. And now he's preaching this anti-feminine, pro-masculine Andrew Tate rhetoric. When just a year ago, my nigga, you was just literally giving niggas lap dances on your streams. I've seen clips of this nigga kissing niggas that didn't consent to the shit. Making sexual jokes and saying all this extra shit to niggas that never agreed to it. And now you want to get on here talking about what a young man is supposed to be? That there are only two genders, and that what's masculine and feminine, and you just start punching a bag a week ago? What are you talking about? To my young brother that was expressing confusion about this, myself included, you should never in a million years ever take a streamer seriously at all. They're talking heads, myself included, on a platform that their viewers make them feel important enough to speak on real life situations that affect you in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can help direct you to people that are smarter than me, maybe, you know, so that you can get some real true insight on a subject that you claim to feel passionate about. But these brain dead ass takes filled with just shit to make themselves feel bigger and better than they actually are, about communities that they never interact with and only hear about through comedians and Dave Chappelle specials. I don't think that this is the community for you to ever get that type of insight. Please go to a book or to a professor or a specialist or an activist or someone who's actually in the field about this type of shit. I know that this is an entertainment platform, but honestly speaking, go read a book. And I don't mean that to be funny. Please read. Please read. And so I was going to end it off just by saying that I actually genuinely dislike and despise this nigga Aiden Ross. I literally don't like this nigga. And it's hard for me to say that because he's just a content creator. I don't have any problems with any content creators. There's nothing bad about that. If y'all seen Sneako's content years before this, you knew that this was eventually the destination that he was going to get to. You know what I'm saying? So to an extent, while I understand the marketing play that existed for Sneako, and I know he's just as bad to a degree, if you watched a bit of Sneako's content, you can see it was leading down this place for a while. I don't agree with Sneako either, but it seems like a much more natural progression for him to end up during this path than it did for this nigga, who was literally just giving niggas lap dances a week ago. And so I see this video, the young nigga reference this video as a point of contention or confusion from Aiden Ross called cancel culture, which I have not seen yet. I think Sneako is way worse, like from an idea perspective, but I think that Sneako is getting to a point where he's starting to believe what he's saying. I don't think there is a point in my mind that actually believes, like, I don't take either of them seriously, but for some reason it's so much more cringe coming from Aiden Ross. I don't know why. It's just so much more cringe. Whatever thoughts that I have about this can maybe rid you of this point of contention that you have. I guess I just put that over myself, which I didn't mean to. My bad. And then I gotta minimize myself. See, L streamer, but I can admit it. Like, seeing a nigga face, bro, just gave me a feeling. That's crazy. That don't be happening to content creators with me. Seeing a nigga face just made me cringe. I don't know why. Like, he's white. Sneako watch. Y'all have got to stop saying that, because that nigga really gonna do something to himself at some point. Like, every point that this nigga Sneako ever makes about masculinity or about being an alpha male is gonna be immediately and forever invalidated because he let his girl get fucked in front of him. And y'all never gonna let that go. Which you shouldn't. It's funny, but y'all never gonna let it go.
Blamed liberals for his bad behavior.
Like, that thing for Sneako is the equivalent of, y'all remember the animal nigga who got beat up at the sandwich shop? And you go and look at his comments, every fucking post he makes, every fucking post, that Brother Nature makes is we ain't forget. Every single post this nigga makes, it's a comment, we ain't forget. We didn't forget. This nigga thought we forget. Sandwich shop. Sandwich shop. I bet you wish that you could feed that animal that you sit next to a sandwich. Knuckle sandwich. They do not. It's been 3 or 4 years and niggas will not let it go. It's crazy. I really just would have deleted my account years ago. You forgot about him? My boy. I could take you through every single post that he's made. I don't know how long. That's really and I don't want to feel like this, but that's really the only reason I still follow Brother Nature. Because I want to see if there's ever going to be a point where niggas actually forget.
It's going down in here. I'm with the money team.
I really want to see if niggas actually forget, bro. I do. Because y'all gotta get over it at some point.
This has been a very chaotic week for me. I've been canceled twice. I've been permanently banned on Twitch.
All right, I'm gonna just save myself the annoyance of saying what every 5 seconds by coming up with a response. One, if you got a multi-million-dollar deal on another platform that doesn't have any strict rules for what you say or do, you are not canceled. You have an entire platform that you can do whatever the fuck you want on. That I'm not preying on its downfall, but looks like the worst nightmare for a business you could ever look at if they're allowing you to stream a fucking Super Bowl, watch porn with your underage audience, and spam up slurs in your comment section, but you've been canceled, so you say.
But I also signed an amazing, great deal with my new platform, Kick, where I will be streaming full time. As bio, please, or the YouTube description, please follow me over there. The mobile app is coming out March 3rd. It's going to be amazing. But look, let's get into the video, okay? I made a tweet yesterday, okay? And let me show you the tweet really quick. I made a tweet and I said there are only 2 genders, and it did crazy numbers.
Hi, Boma.
Okay, it got a lot of likes and a lot of retweets. And if you look at the analytics, it got 47 million impressions. I just want to say this tweet is not targeted towards anybody, that's a part of the LGBTQ plus community at all. Because I've spoken to people who are gay and trans in the past 24 hours.
What the fuck? I thought he was about to say you know what the best cap is that I have gay friends or trans friends. That's the best cap. That's the best thing you should say. But like I saw or I communicated with one over the last day.
Blaming cancel culture instead of taking responsibility for his own actions as a grown man. L.
Like I talked to a couple in the past day. That was funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. He a funny nigga, low key. That was crazy.
And they also agree with me that there's only 2 genders, male and female. When people are trans, they transfer from a
That's not a gender, my boy.
male to a female. Or male to a male to a female, or female to a male.
Yeah, that's a sex, my boy.
But what I'm trying to say is this. This tweet is targeted at the people trying to cancel people. This is cancel culture. I'm coming at cancel culture right now.
How would you be coming at cancel culture? What? Why is that the place that you directed this energy toward? If you just wanted to be like, y'all, you could have easily just said, y'all are so sensitive. Like, what? Why did they get the directed energy? Because you wanted to say niggas are quote unquote sensitive. I'm confused, gang. Like, how do you record this and then take yourself seriously? Think what you said made sense. Post it. Keep it up.
I'm going to cancel culture. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't. And he gonna keep going like he's spitting.
Because this is a fact. It's not even a controversy that what I tweeted. It's a fact, bro. Scientifically proven, there's an X chromosome and an XY chromosome, okay, to make a male and a female.
Science will never discuss social constructs because they constantly change. What are you talking about?
It's a fact. You cannot mess science up. You cannot dictate. You can't do that, bro, okay? It's a fact. It's also really sad because a lot of your guys' favorite creators and social media people all agree with me. They just can't say anything. They can't. Ask them right now. If they're live streaming, ask them right now.
Bro, if you ask the average trans person, they will agree with you about sex, but it's never going to be genuinely brought up in a social situation. Nobody walks around during social settings asking about people's biology. I'm just confused because it's such low-hanging fruit. Why is this the first place that niggas go?
He literally thought Biden was the reason Roe v. Wade was overturned.
I think that was a joke. I don't think anyone's that stupid.
They're silenced right now.
That has to be a
That's
joke.
why you guys all need to come. Man, this tweet was not intended to hurt anybody except for the people that try to put others down and the people that just try to cancel people. This is intended to you guys, man. This is literally why I did it. I stated a fact, and the fact that it's so controversial is insane. When you're doing a gender reveal party, okay? It's either a purple or a blue powder that squirts.
Oh my God, there's no way this nigga's not serious. I thought he was going to try to make some arguments here. I did. I didn't think that. No, I thought that he was. I didn't see the video going in that direction. I didn't. I saw the video going in a direction where he was going to discuss the reasons he believed that he was taken off of the platform. That's what I thought he was going to talk about. I didn't see this being the way. I didn't see this being that outcome. I didn't. I really, when I think about content creators that go down this conservative wormhole, like almost fatherless behavior type route, which is crazy because a lot of these niggas have dads. Why be the niggas with full able-bodied, both parents in the house, and then they make these takes about niggas that have like one-parent households, and the niggas with one-parent household be more level-headed than them. We want to be able to say whatever we want to say with no consequence-ass niggas who blindly support the narrative.
ADIN is just a fucking idiot. This dude doesn't have one genuine thought on anything. He just want attention and wanna go against the grain. Brother's brain is so smooth.
Niggas like this are so chronically on the internet that they don't realize the grain is the shit that they're thinking that is against the grain. Like, you're not going against the culture because you see shit on the internet. Most niggas in America, people in general, are transphobic, homophobic, don't like black. Well, I won't say don't like blacks, but like don't like whatever this new narrative that you're seeing on the internet is. Whenever I see niggas come out like this, you just are proving to me that you don't leave the house. Or you're proving to me that you have a circle of people that are so far away from reality that you think that what you're seeing on the internet represents the ideas of the everyday individual, and it doesn't. The fact that you think that this is a fact, quote unquote, that you even need to say lets me know how far removed and disconnected you are from reality. Thinking that niggas talking about you on the internet does anything is crazy. Is crazy. Thinking that you've been canceled because you lost the ability to be on one platform and then immediately are offered $50 or $100 million off of another platform, and then coming to regular niggas who've supported your career since your infancy, acting like the most egregious thing in the world has just been done to you, lets me know how far removed you are from this shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you victimize yourself, you create this imaginary enemy because you don't leave the house, you spend all your time on the internet, you think that's how the world works. It's not. We hate you. I hate you. I look at niggas like you and I just cringe. I just wish that y'all niggas' mouths would be sewn shut in a video game and just unable to speak for like, if you just shut the fuck up for like a month,